At 13 years old, Marcus Browne began his boxing career after following a friend to the gym. He is a product of Atlas Cops and Kids, having been mentored by Teddy Atlas. Marcus Browne has a 19-0 record with 14 KOs. As of 2008, 2010, and 2011, Golden Gloves champion Marcus Browne turned pro in November of 2012 after competing in the 2012 U.S. Olympics. He scored first-round knockouts in 3 straight fights against Dante Woods, Paul Vasquez, George Blades. Marcus Browne defeated previous unbeaten, he's an Albanian kid, I can't pronounce his name, in April of 2016, and most recently knocked out Thomas Williams Jr. in February 2017. And on Saturday, July 15, Marcus Browne will face Long Island's Shawnee Monahan as part of the Premier Boxing Champions on Fox and Fox Deportes fight card. From New York City B Live, home of the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and Staten Island joined together to recognize Marcus Browne for his accomplishments inside the ring and support him in his quest to become world champion. Is Gary Stark? Gary Stark, come up here.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for bringing us all here today. I don't believe this. This is flattering. And honestly, a week out of a fight, we really don't even, we're not used to these things. So, yeah, this is, and to all the women out there, I'm sorry for your hair. I apologize, Doreen. I'll be quick. I just want to thank everybody that's involved. My trainer, Gary Stark Sr. Without him, there wouldn't be no me. Patty Russo, Teddy Atlas, Dave Seave, my family, my stepfather, Patrick. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't probably be boxing. You know what I'm saying? My aunt, my little cousin, everybody that came. I appreciate you guys. But it's been a long journey, a long road, a lot of bumps in the road. You know how life is. We all go through it. Rough right now. We lost a kid that was a part of our gym that got shot in his head, literally down the block from our gym, so it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm just focused on next week, taking care of business, having fun doing it, showing everybody that hard work really does pay off, and implementing a great game plan that me and my trainers, Luis Ruiz, Sharif Yunin, and Gary Stark put together. And I know it's just not about being inside the ring, but right now that's where my mind is, because we got a big mission ahead of us, you know what I'm saying? So I can sit here and talk about a lot of things that go on outside and how it's good to be a great person outside of the ring, but right now I'm focused right now. I got business to take care of next Saturday, and if you guys can make it out to the Nassau Coliseum, I promise you it'll be a great show. I promise you that I'm gonna put this work in, and that's about it. I thank you guys for coming. God bless.
Thank you. I don't deserve all that, but thank you. The gyms, well, Dave said it already. You know, the gyms aren't free, and I'll be very to the point, very frank. We get a lot of help we do our fundraisers, and we get help from you guys, from Staten Islanders, that allow the foundation to do what it does. But without this borough president, we wouldn't be here with the gyms and with Marcus. I can just tell you that. Without his giving on a consistent basis to help fund the gyms, there would be no gyms. Despite all of my care, all my passion, all of my love, you do have to have this. And Jimmy makes sure that we're okay. He's a special borough president. Pat Russo, he's the one who does all the hard work. He's the director of our gyms, and he makes sure that they run right. And he loves the gyms. And I would not have gotten behind these gyms 9 years ago if it wasn't for just the passion and the care and the love that Pat exhibited about the gyms and what the gyms do for these young men. And Gary Stark and Lou Manford, the coaches, and there's a few other coaches too, they're not just coaches showing lefts and rights. They're mentors. They're substitute parents. And they deserve tremendous credit for what they do beyond the realm, beyond the pale of just making sure that a kid's not getting hit with a jab, making sure that the kid's life is going right, and finding out if it is going right outside the gyms. And Marcus is here. Look, he's 19-0, right? And that's part of why he's here, because he got to that point. So we see 19 opponents, 19 people that he vanquished, that he beat. But we don't see the of just making sure that a kid's not getting hit with a jab, making sure that the kid's life is going right, and finding out if it is going right outside the gyms. And Marcus is here. Look, he's 19-0, right? And that's part of why he's here, because he got to that point. So we see 19 opponents, 19 people that he vanquished, that he beat. But we don't see the 10,000 excuses that he pushed aside. We don't see the 15,000 suggestions and temptations and whispering in his ear to be a victim. We don't see that he used his ability to drop and to get rid of. That's why he's here. And I just got off a plane from Australia, so I'm 14 hours out of whack. And when you're out of whack, you learn to write things down. So I'm gonna read this. It's gonna take about a minute, but at least as discombobulated as I was, I made sure that we printed it up in big letter. The Dr. Atlas Foundation funds 3 Atlas Cops and Kids gyms. Why? Because when you use boxing to instill discipline, pride, direction into kids, they learn how to fight off opponents like hate, violence, ignorance, and excuses. And to grow up to become champion people like Marcus Browne. We operate the gyms in the hope that I truly wouldn't have to ask you all here today what I now ask you to do. Please, pray for 19-year-old Tariq Matthews, a member of our gyms, who was murdered a couple days ago, just a couple of blocks from our Park Hill gym. Please, pray for policewoman Familia, who was murdered yesterday in the Bronx. And finally, please root and pray for Marcus, not only for him to achieve his own successes, but for him to show others who are involved in their own battles how to jab at the devil